During the holiday season, me and the family decided to go and see a movie in the cinema. We were going to go see the original Star Wars trilogy, but the way things worked out, we decided to go and see Wonka. I wasn't really expecting much. I enjoyed the book, wasn't the biggest fan of the original movie, really enjoyed the Johnny Depp movie, so it was like 50-50. I went in not expecting too much, and I have to say it was a really good movie. The whole thing about the musical was a bit annoying, but the way they done it I thought was good. The fact that it was written by Paul King, who directed all the episodes of The Mighty Bush, which is a surreal comedy experience for anybody that hasn't seen it. It was co-written by Simon Farnby, who is of Horrible Histories, Ghosts and Yonderland. He is part of the team that wrote them. When you've got people like that who know comedy, but they can also do it in a way that you don't realise that it's funny. They get all the funny bits, hilariously funny, but the bits that are supposed to like get you. The way it was filmed was also fantastic. That you can see that they are trying to build up this to be a franchise, because there is a continuation to be had at the end. They've left it open that way so that if it does well in the box office, which in its opening weekend it was like one of the most successful movies for an opening weekend in 2023. It was number one, it got knocked off, and then it's number one again. So there is still people going to see it, enjoying it, and I'm glad that people are enjoying it. The whole movie was fantastic. The cast, the way it was filmed, the scenes that they done, the views, everything was spectacular. They knew exactly what they wanted and they'd done it. Timothée Chalamet as Wonka, I thought was really good. I think he's went and watched both the movies and he's took traits from both of them, spin things up a bit and not be like a complete clone of one or the other. He's took bits and bobs from them. You can clearly see that he's read the book, because the character is mostly based on Roald Dahl's book rather than a clone of Gene Wilder or a clone of Johnny Depp, who both played the characters the way that those movies needed their characters to be played. Another thing that I found hilarious was Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa. The fact that when he gets caught and then he starts singing a song, it's like, oh no, I didn't ask for that. It's like, well, I've already started dancing, so I can't stop now. That just got me thinking of the Futurama episode where they parody Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the Grunkalunkas, and then they're dancing. It's like, that's coming out of your pay, that's a break, blah blah blah. And it's like, nobody asked them to sing, but they do it anyway. I'll be intrigued to see if they do come out with a sequel and if they will get other Oompa Loompas in, whether it will be different actors or whether it will be the same actor, like they've done with the Johnny Depp one and it was Deep Roy, or if they go along the original one where it's all different actors playing the Oompa Loompas. The thing that had me in stitches was the chocolate underworld, the whole syndicate of chocolate makers. And it's like, you can clearly see that they have built that up for Cadbury, Nestle and Mars, because they're the big three chocolate makers that are essentially monopolising the market. But they've got a deal so that it's only them and other chocolates can't get in. you can see that when you go into shops and stuff. You see that, oh, that's that, and that. Where's all that independent stuff? It's not there because these ones stop them, and that made me laugh because it's like that's essentially what they've done. So I'll be intrigued to see if that's how they're playing it out. The thing about this is this was a big hit for Warner Brothers, who have needed something, because with the whole DC fiasco, with them scrapping movies for tax reasons, that being Batgirl and the Wile E. Coyote movie that's been scrapped for tax reasons. I think it was 100 billion plus, possibly. I think that one has made for them. They needed something that was going to keep them afloat, because their past few big budget movies have been superhero movies that have all failed at the box office. For the biggest movies that have came out of Warner Brothers for the past year have been Creed, Evil Dead Rise did really well for them, obviously Barbie, and I believe Wonka was the last one to be as popular for them. They did release The Colour Purple as well on Christmas Day. It's not been performing as well as what they hoped, but it has still outperformed a lot of the other movies that came out, including Aquaman, The Nun 2, Blue Beetle and The Flash. It's outperformed all of them at its opening weekend. It's just not done as well as what they were hoping. It's been a steady rise for it. So it's a win that Warner Brothers has needed. Hopefully this will help Warner Brothers bring out some more quality content that people actually want to see. And hopefully it showed that they don't need to interfere in the movies that they are releasing. We've seen what studio interference can do, especially from Warner Brothers, who are really bad for trying to push what they want rather than let the directors, the actors, the producers do their own thing. The ones where the studio interfered didn't perform very well. The ones where they were left alone performed a lot better, but still not as well, because people were worried about studio interference. So hopefully Wonka can be something to sit there and go, well, they did that, they done it, they made it, it's been good. No interference from studios, and they made a great movie. Barbie showed that they can do it. No studio interference, and it pushed Warner Brothers to make more without interfering. So hopefully they've learned their lesson, and possibly we can get more quality movies, possibly even a Wonka sequel. But don't do it just to make the money, because again, that can kill a franchise, as we've seen in the past. So I'll leave you with that. Let me know what you think. If you've seen it, let me know. If you haven't, go see it. It's an enjoyable movie. If you've seen it and you didn't like it, let me know. I'm happy to discuss everything with anybody. See ya.